Putting God first can be difficult. What can we learn from Eli, who refused to put God first? Eli was a high priest and a great man. During the time of the judges, people came to worship God from everywhere. Eli was always ready to people in worship. But Eli had been so focused on the people of Israel that he had not paid enough attention to his sons. God had previously impressed on Eli the importance of educating his sons to put God first. But Eli refused to discipline and educate them. The results were terrible. Eli's sons became priests who rejected the God-first principle. They had no respect for the offerings brought to the tabernacle by faithful Israelites. In fact, the Bible says, "This sin of the young men was very great in the Lord's sight, for they were treating the Lord's offering with contempt." Treating the Lord's offerings with contempt showed that Eli's sons had no respect or reverence for God, to whom the people were giving the offerings. Actually, those who are true worshipers of God have Him in mind as the final destination for their tithe and offerings. God did not take that lightly, and eventually both of Eli's sons were killed by the Philistines. Eli died on the same day when he collapsed after hearing the news about the capture of the Ark of the Covenant. Sometimes we don't give our tithe and offerings the respect and reverence they deserve. They should reflect our connection and respect for our Creator. Eli's sons refused to put God first. The consequences were terrible for him and the people around him. God's love compels us to put His kingdom first, while Eli's example is a warning for us today. As we return our tithe and promise, we are challenged to put God first.